Okay, so we're in the TABE Success book on page 27, and today we're looking at estimating quotients. Now, let's review what estimating is. Estimating is when you're getting a close answer, an approximate answer, more or less in the neighborhood. It's not exact, but it's good for different things you might do in the real world. Now, there's two ways you can do it. You can do estimating by rounding, and the example in the book they show is 2,737 divided by 9. And we'll round off to the nearest 100. So I'm going to look at the 7 position, and the rule is you look one to the right. If this number is 5 or higher, the number bumps up. If it's 4 or lower, you hold. So because it's a 3, this becomes 2,700. And we're dividing by 9. So 9 doesn't go into 2, but it does go into 27. Know your times tables. 0 there, 0 there. 9 times 300, and I'll check by doing multiplication. 0, 0. Yep, I'm good. Second example. Let's round it to the nearest 1,000. So that's the 1,000 position. So I'm going to look one to the right. That's a 7. It'll bump to 6,000. Here, 1 and 3 zeros. And that makes sense if you think about it, because 6 times 1,000 is going to be 6,000. So that number checks. Now the last technique is called estimating by compatible number. And this is where knowing your times tables really comes into play. It is not rounding, so don't confuse the two, please. If you're asked to round, use the rule of 5. But if you're estimating, you can look at your numbers and think this way. I know that 6 doesn't go into 41 evenly, but it does go into 42 evenly. So that's close enough. I'm going to change that to 4,200, 4,200. And when I do that, I get myself a nice 700 estimate. And if you actually did the exact math, it's around 689. So that's a nice estimate. And it's easy to do if you know your times table.